What has been the best experience of the trip so far?
Well, I'm just going to have to say in Italy, we went to a club and yeah, some of you might have heard, but my foot went through a chair. I was just dancing the night away, and then all of a sudden this chair came up to me and just was being really rude, and I was like, good night, and I stomped my foot through it. I was just dancing, and like I got too turned, and I put my foot through a chair. Like, I didn't have to pay for it or anything, which was really nice of them, and I had fun the rest of the night, so it was really awesome. Hashtag too turned.
I have to say, your attempt to cover it up too was very, very poignant, because like he breaks it, and then he's like, oh, I broke a chair. Let me sit and twerk, and no one will suspect anything. Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna break it, but then like, no, the people, they realized, well, everyone heard it because it sounded like a gunshot. I wasn't even there. Best moment of the trip so far. That was, I mean, I wasn't there for that, so I relived it videos later. The beauty of YouTube. I would probably say, I don't know, I really enjoyed and this is like, we went from fun and this is gonna get really serious. Touring the concentration camp in Berlin was really eye-opening, and I mean, coming from America, you hear about all of these things that are in Europe, and like, oh, the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum, and these are all things that almost seem like part of a fairy tale, because our country, so you guys have buildings that are older than our country. So with us, we're like, oh, what are these things? But to actually go and to see and to like read about the history and to touch these monuments or to tour a concentration camp is just so like eye-opening.
For me, I mean, a lot of course, seeing the sights and getting Trent with Miles and everybody else in all these different countries has been great. Ireland's also been another. I think actually some of my best moments from the trips are just listening to some stories from the meetups and just, you know, hearing about how our videos have like really affected people and you know, been a force for positive change in people's lives. And that, I mean, that to me, that's what keeps me going. Yeah, so that's been, that just adds so much more amazingness to this trip. It just adds like even more, it makes it mean that much more to me.
Everything they said. And also I think like, I guess this is a weird answer, but just like coming out of the airport in Berlin, me and Miles were talking about like, wait, are we really like in Germany right now? Like, it just felt like Miles was like, we went in like a magic tube and just like popped out.
Yeah, like, that's exactly.
Just sat there for a long time.
Yeah, it was just like, once we had the realization that we were really like, I don't know, it just felt so cool and lucky to be able to do something like that.
It still doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when we were out and clubbing in Rome, I was like, we're literally partying next to the Colosseum.
Yeah, and
like,
it's just like casually there.
Yeah, and I'm like, thousands of years have passed and we're partying on this. It's weird, but yeah.
I mean, for me, definitely just experiencing all these sites and countries and cities with some of my best friends. I mean, yes!
Yeah, we haven't been in Italy and in Dublin, but I was very thankful and happy that I could show you some bits of Germany. And I mean, there was nothing new to me in Berlin that I showed you, but yeah, I really like that. And
but you really love Los Angeles.
It was nice to see your faces throughout everything we did. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, just the thing that like we switched positions. Like there were the last 3 weeks we were the tourists, and yeah. Suddenly they were, and yeah, and now we are.
Next question to everyone. What's your party trick?
Let's just say it involves ping pong balls.
Gross.
Thanks for the image.
The last one took 20 minutes to get into that stuff, and I just can't stop.
You name a country and he knows the capital of it.
No, don't, not anymore. I used to.
Like math.
I play Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah, I have parties. Are you like? I'm like, I go to a party like, where's your computer? How's your internet? What's your Wi-Fi? What's your Wi-Fi password?
I know how to juggle. That's a thing. Yeah. So random, or I know how to. Oh, breathing fire. I know how to breathe fire. So you give me some like 151 or some Everclear, and I will light this place up. So.
Like RJ, you breathe. Do you breathe fire like for real?
Yeah, I know.
I like struggle to breathe in the morning, and you. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I can't believe that didn't occur. Yeah, I learned how to breathe fire in circus. So.
Anybody else? Any party tricks?
No, I do YouTube because I don't have a talent.
Okay, yes.
I don't have a party trick, but this one can put his legs behind his head.
Oh, can you show us?
Is that really a party trick or is that a bedroom trick? I mean,
Hey!
I need a drink and a cute boy before I can do that.
Well, maybe the party is in the bedroom. You don't know.
No, it ain't happening.
what kind of party was this?
Just one. Both. No, both.
Oh,
I'll show you guys on Sunday night.
can you demonstrate, or are those pants too tight?
Seriously.
Next question is for RJ. What is your advice on coming out to your grandparents after being in a relationship for 18 months already?
To my grandparents? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to come out to my grandparents, learn Spanish. But no, other than that, it was... It really, people think that, having, Cuban grandparents, that it was that it was going to be difficult, but it really wasn't. As much as Hispanic culture has that kind of Latino machismo bullshit aspect of it, and how it can be religious, in certain aspects. My family especially was just, blood is thicker than water, pero he's family. And then they met Will, and Will made an effort to speak Spanish, and then they loved him. And yeah, it really, I guess if I was going to give advice, though, is just people are going to be looking to you to know how to handle the situation. So if you make it not a big deal, then they will take the cue from you and know that it's not that big a deal. Really, that's don't make it any more complicated than it has to be. And don't make it any more of a big deal than it has to be. It's just one aspect of your life, and it doesn't have to dictate the entirety of your being. No. Yeah, just keep it simple.
As someone planning to travel America for 6 months, where would you say are the best places to visit?
Ooh. San Francisco.
San Fran is good.
Love San Fran.
I mean, you have to go to New York. You have to.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, you have to.
I would say like Florida for the theme parks because those are pretty cool. Oh God.
Go to New Orleans, actually.
Tallahassee?
Yeah, skip Tallahassee. You're not missing anything. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of like stuff to see in New England. You have like New York, you have Boston, Philadelphia, I guess that too.
It was the original capital. Okay.
Okay, goodbye. I don't know. What's funny? There are a lot of people that want to visit LA, but I really feel like there's nothing really to do for tourists in LA, Yeah, but there's not a lot, for it being such a large city.
Look at stuff.
Yeah, it's just you could go and like watch Los Angelinos do like their daily stuff, but like that's about it. I don't really.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
You can go to showings of shows.
Yeah, or you
like TV shows.
like in New York, you have like Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty, Broadway. So.
Never even been to the Empire State.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never even been to the Empire State.
Oh,
I
yeah.
live right there.
Yeah, so I would say New York and Florida. Whoever asked the question. If you're wanting to get messy.
Visit, Lompoc, where I live. It's a really nice, chill, quiet town. Lots of flowers and stuff. Actually, Orange County is a great place because that's where Disneyland is, and Six Flags is in California somewhere, and
just north of LA.
They got Universal Studios too, so they got a little bit of amusement parks over there. So there is definitely something for y'all to do.
What about Vegas?
Vegas. I actually did not want to recommend that.
Yeah.
You can if you would like to. It's definitely if you planning on getting crunk and wanna turn up. That is definitely the place to go.
Break a chair.
Yeah, break a chair. Feel free to break a chair there. is just watch out for your belongings and for other people, and stay somewhat aware. Don't get blackout, okay? And yeah, just have fun.
Just have fun.
Be safe. Yeah.
Is anybody bilingual, and if you are, why? Like family, education, interests.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Are you bilingual?
Why? And why am I bilingual? I don't know.
Like family, interests, whatever.
Claro que sí. Sí. Hablo español because that's what my family spoke to me,
Yeah.
But yeah, my parents are 2 Cuban immigrants, so I learned Spanglish. My first language was Spanglish, which I really consider to be its own language because it does not follow any traditional structure at all.
I mean, I learned Ilonggo, which is a dialect in the Philippines, and then I had to learn Tagalog because it's national language, and then I had to learn English because it's a third language. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know as far as why. Because that's where I was born, I guess. Shrugs.
All right. I know Germans.
These guys
just
are like
German.
Yeah, we just have the normal education in school. Like, we're not raised bilingual. Maybe he is because he can speak Bavarian German. Don't know, maybe. But I don't think so.
Anyone of you?
No.
I'm as wise as they come. I do not speak any other languages. And you'll see me dance. It's very white. I learned a little bit of Spanish, but it was very much not appropriate. No. So it's like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And what's that? Hola, papi, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde viene? Which is about endowment. She's like, ooh, puppy. Yeah. So no.
Okay, next one. It's I suffer with depression. What do you focus on to get through hard times?
Well, I mean, if it's like clinical depression, that's completely different,
that's completely different.
behemoth. But because like people who don't have depression, whenever they get sad, it's a lot different than people who actually have depression. A thing that we did with our channel recently where I just kind of asked people to write down 100 things that make them happy and tweet it at me, and I mean, that was just the response was just absolutely amazing. But I have a list myself that I go back to if I am ever spiraling out of control. I do like downward spiral because you read YouTube comments; they're the best. But yeah, so like whenever I find myself getting into that hole, I have this list that I can refer to, and maybe I'll play Minecraft, or maybe I'll go and read a book, or maybe I'll just go on a walk or play with my dog. So I think that having that list of 100 things that just will pull you out is an invaluable resource, and it's so simple too.
Oh, yeah. I think also people, knowing, like, having a good emotional support system and, like, people you can count on really, really helps. As far as, I mean, obviously, like I said, there's a difference between just feeling depressed in general and being clinically depressed. So, I mean, obviously, if you're clinically depressed, it's because there's something, with the chemicals in your brain. So you have to see someone, and it behooves you to, like, get treatment and help, because that's how you get better. But even if you're just feeling depressed, like, having the right, friend group, and knowing that, knowing people who can really cheer you up and pull you out, it's just absolutely invaluable. It's another reason why it's important to surround yourself with people who build you up.
Yeah, I mean, that's being, like I said, being clinically depressed is a completely different animal. But what I do when I get sad is I cook. Because
That's your answer to everything.
I know, it's true. I mean, I cook because in the confines of the 4 walls, I can control everything that happens, and it's therapeutic for me. But yeah.
Also, my dog. It's impossible to be depressed around Dobby and puppies. They make things better.
Yes.
If you could choose any character from a book or a movie to be, who would you choose and why?
Harry Potter. But like after everything is done.
Yeah. Too much drama.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a good question.
I would like to be Sailor Moon. From we were discussing outside like how awesome Sailor Moon is, and I think that the whole panel can agree that we would all love to be Sailor Moon. Yeah? Sure. Yeah? Okay, cool. Next question. No, I'm kidding.
Sailor Venus kind of boy, but
I mean, I would say Princess Jasmine because she got the cutest prince, and she got that style, and she has a pet tiger. Like I don't like those are all the things I want in life. So.
Can I be like Michelle Obama or something?
Does she have a comic
she have a comic strip? Yeah. Beyonce? Does that work? No. Okay. I don't know. If I have to choose, I like the villains. I don't know why. I love Scar.
So you want to be dead?
Kovu, that's the son, right? That's a villain / yeah. Yeah, I like the anti-heroes. They're fun to play. That's just in fantasy.
I would want to be Deadpool. I would love to be Deadpool. I feel like being in his head is a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know, he's a comic book character who knows he's in a comic book, and he breaks the fourth wall all the time, and they're making a movie with him, and Ryan Reynolds is starring in it, and I'm excited. Yes.
I was literally sitting here thinking, I'm like, who would I want to be or whatnot? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I love the Hunger Games. And I'm like, wait, that's really fucked up. No. And then I thought, I'm like, great, I won't be Katniss, I'll be Peter. Then I'm like, wait, he is traumatized, like beyond belief. And I'm like, okay, scratch that. And I'm like, who do I want to be? I'm like, oh, the little sister. Wait, she gets blown up. Sorry if I ruined that. And I'm like, shit. I literally was like, okay.
Tag your spoilers, Jake.
It literally got to the point where I'm just like, all right, I'm going to pass this question. So there you go.
That's very difficult. But I would choose Hermione because she's actually, I can identify myself with her because she's like the organized one in the group and plans everything out, has everything with her, and she's one you can trust and always has an answer. But yeah, but if she would be alone, she would not survive the thing because they're not good in a group. So this is also something, yeah. I would just take Hermione.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, like, Orphan Black, like, Felix. He's perfect. I want to be him.
Yes, he gives me some.
I want to amend my answer. Not Harry Potter, Luna Lovegood.
Oh, shit, yeah. Again, I feel like it's a lot of fun to be in her head.
It seems weird. I'd go Harry Potter, but not for those reasons. Because when they sit down and they're at boarding school and whatever, that food along that table, right? Where does that come from?
So you just want to be a student at Hogwarts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just want the food, girl. Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, I'd be Cedric Diggory while we're on Harry Potter because that boy was hot as biscuits.
Yeah. He's also dead.
Touches a thing, but
headcanon. He's not really dead.
I'd want to be in Twilight, but just because I fancy all the characters. Pretty much.
You'd be a werewolf.
And you never age at all.
You'd never be able to take a selfie again, though.
Oh.
If you could be any diva or drag queen, who would you be?
I'd be Conchita Wurst. I'd be myself. No, thank you. No, Conchita Wurst. I love her. She has got such an aura of class and amazingness, and her voice is amazing. And I love her voice, and I wish that I could sing, so I think that would be amazing to just have that all wrapped up and put in a pair of Louboutins.
This is hard.
I don't know. Go anywhere.
Drag queen or diva? Okay, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Beyonce. Well, Beyonce, but if it's a drag queen, I want to be Raven from Drag Race because she's perfect.
I'm like, my favorite drag queen is Christina Aguilera. Because she actually lives in her own world. Have you ever just watched the X Factor? No, The Voice America, and it's just like she's God, I can't even. She's the shadiest bitch around, but she doesn't even realize it, which is really cool. She's like, oh, Katy Perry can't hit that note, can she? And it's like, I see you, Christina. Yeah, so definitely her, because she's a bit of both. She's a diva and a drag queen, so.
Anyone else?
No one's gonna take Mariah Carey?
I'll be Mariah Carey, yes. I thought she like rapped or whatever.
Suddenly I can't read.
We're the wrong people to ask this question.
You guys don't know divas?
Are you anti-diva? We're not anti-diva.
They just don't follow the divas.
I would want to be Sia Furler, I think, because I feel like, again, her head is a very interesting place to be. So, I don't know, I would just I feel like she sees the world differently than anybody else. She does. She see it, and to have that talent, to have just that unending well of talent would be just.
Probably Kesha, but I was thinking like Pocahontas. Okay. I love her. I love her work. Colors of the Wind. Yeah, I mean, yeah, love her.
Do you plan to do such trips and meetups a regular thing? There are other continents like the USA, Asia, or Australia.
Australia, yes. Well, I'm trying to convince them to come to Australia so I can show them around.
And Asia.
And Asia. Actually, Japan. Who wants to go to Japan?
I really want to go to Tokyo, like so bad. That's where Pokemon comes from.
Yes, and
like,
Miles wants to do Japan as well, don't you?
Jesus.
Yeah. I think
Tokyo.
It's unanimous. Let's do it.
I don't know. I think let's just finish this trip first, and then let's worry about other trips. I don't know. I'm already like I'm still concerned. Like I want this to go well, and then I mean, depending on the success of this, then yeah, sure, why not? All right.
I think what's difficult to keep in mind, I guess, is that like all of the continents are so different. Like I mean, it's so easy to do something in the USA because obviously we're from there. Europe. What's cool about Europe is that you guys are so condensed. Like you could. I know. I heard that too. I saw your reaction. But yeah, it's so easy because like there are so many different cultures, so like tightly packed. It's like your continent's the size of Texas. But like it's so easy to see so many people and not really have to travel that far. Not to mention it's pretty cheap to travel from nation to nation here. But I don't think that we're going to have that ease with other continents. I mean, we would have to travel like overseas. Like I mean, I think South Korea would be good, then Japan, and then Australia. Those aren't like neighbors, so. I mean, they're not. We have to travel like over neighbors, as in like they touch. You have to go over water.
More on this story as it develops.
We don't know. There you go.
How are Dobby and Warden?
Oh.
Dobby had a seizure.
The hairy babies.
Yeah, Dobby had a mild seizure. What, like a couple of days ago? Oh, in Florence. Okay, so yeah, a few days ago. But yeah, he's great. I mean, just living life. Oh my God, Kevin let him on that freaking couch. So Dobby's gonna be like, I'm the queen bitch now.
Dobby's always been the queen bitch, though. Like, let's be real. Okay, well, and yeah, we get snaps from Kevin all the time, and even when Kevin live streams, like Dobby's right there, because Dobby sends his cameras. He's now, whenever there's a camera, he's like, for me. I guess we've trained him well in that regard. How's Warden?
Warden's good. He's with his Aunt Ava.
We're so lucky that Ava is watching. YouTube.com/Ava.
Halt I am Ava.
Halt I am Ava.
But yeah, she's taking good care of him, and I don't know. We left like a list of rules and stuff. So I felt so bad for her because it was like a litany of stuff, and I was just like, I'm sorry. He has to ask permission for this, and he has to do this first. He needs to do 2 walks, and it was. So she's like, okay. And told her to go ride a bike. And she's like, yeah.
Let's just talk for a second, though, about, like, if we were, like, 2 sets of parents and they were our kids, their kid would be the one that's, like, quietly doing homework in the corner because that's what they're supposed to. And ours would be a fucking hellion. Just, like, running around, saying hey, talking to everyone, just, like, being a mess. Yeah. And then having a seizure.
His awesomeness gets backed up. He's so awesome that sometimes it just doesn't compute. Yeah.
I miss my hairy baby.
I know. Hairy baby. Hairy baby.
What was your favorite food so far?
Oh, everything in Italy. Gosh, I'm trying to think.
Rittersport. Oh my God. Rittersport is so good. It's German. It's the German chocolate with like the things on the inside of it. And oh, it's so good. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of confused faces. Rittersport.
Okay.
The porchetta in Rome.
Yeah, it was real good, right?
Yeah, that was
The gelato.
the gelato.
Oh, the
in Italy.
gelato. Oh my God.
We ate gelato at least twice a day.
Ugh.
And then I had regular ice cream yesterday, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is not gelato.
Yes.
But,
We got
yeah.
it quick.
The pasta is perfect. I don't know. Everything. Can I be
The T-bone. We had a T-bone in Florence, and it was just.
I love the tomatoes. Yes.
They're actually
I
really
had
good.
breakfast. I would get the little cherry tomatoes and I just eat them for breakfast. Yes, like the whole box, just for breakfast and lunch and occasionally dinner. Just tomatoes on tomatoes on tomatoes. I loved it.
I'm convinced I've never had a tomato in my life until I went to Italy.
Tomatoes. Yes.
That's such a weird answer. My favorite food is tomatoes.
Tomatoes. No, but really, it was probably the chicken carbonara that you made. Is that what it's called? Carbonara. It was so good. Like, what? Like, yeah.
Jake?
Oh, I mean, mine was like the pasta in that place, same place where you got your, what's it called?
Zeb?
Amatriciana.
I poured cheddar.
Oh, no, Matriciana. The porchetta.
Yeah, that thing. Okay, not good with people heads. Yeah, that was really good, and I'm actually really convinced I'm coming home quite fat. I'm usually so much thinner than this, guys, so rail thin.
Also,
but
the red wine in Tuscany too is just to die for.
yeah, fantastic. It was good. It was like €2, and it was just like so good.
Cheap, literally cheaper than water.
It was, no, literally. You're like, oh, water's €4. You're like, how much is wine? Two. Okay, I'll have a
Well,
bottle.
then I guess I'll day drink. I'm on a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, Berlin food was good.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite food in LA?
Buffalo wings.
We didn't have that. We also.
They didn't ask.
We also.
Whatever.
We also didn't have peanut and jelly butter toast.
Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah.
You are bad Americans.
Whatever. We were having them go to Tender Greens.
The food was so diverse in LA. We ate Korean barbecue and
Tender Greens.
And then we had Indian food. We had this ramen, like Chinese.
Oh, it's Japanese.
Whatever. Cheesecake Factory. And Japanese food, and we had this
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Yeah, Chipotle, and a lot of other things, and I really like that. But it's
real
expensive.
Mexican food too, like.
But it's expensive. I have to say that it's really, really expensive.
For how long will you continue to upload videos on YouTube?
As long as people keep watching. Really, like, at least with our channel and with my personal channel, it was really just such a happy accident that everyone's like, "Oh, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing in 5 months sometimes," because it was just, yeah, it's just such an ever dynamic environment that next thing you know, it could take off in a new direction, and you kind of have to just go with the flow. You all right back there? It can be stressful sometimes when you do get that question and you're like, I don't know. But at the same time, yeah, we'll continue to go with the flow. As long as y'all keep enjoying stuff, then we'll keep posting. So.
Yeah, that's how, people always ask because we are daily vloggers, like, oh, how many more years are you going to do it? I get anxious thinking about that because I have absolutely no idea what the future will have in store. If you asked me whenever I started my YouTube channel and I was doing book reviews, that I would never eventually be posting a video every day with the hottest guy I know. But this is our 4th year doing it. So like that, I mean, I would, my mom still has absolutely, she's dumbfounded that I'm still doing it. But yeah, I don't know, like I think thinking about that makes me too anxious, so I don't.
Yeah, that's a difficult question because in all honesty, I feel like a lot of people don't really know where YouTube is going to be. Yeah, they don't know where it's going, so they're just kind of on a train to Wonderland. Yeah. So, yeah, keep pushing on through it. So, yeah. So you just hope, yeah. So
just have fun on the train.
Mm-hmm. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like branch out and like latch on to something like in the entertainment industry. Hopefully that'll, you know, in case anything does happen with YouTube, which, yeah, like, you know, can have something that will, you know, is stable and stuff like that. Yeah, are you guys gonna be around for a while? Huh? Yeah, so. But yeah, so just taking it slow, one step at a time.
Oh, me.
Hannah?
I think we'll be doing it for quite a while, as long as you don't divorce me or anything.
He's like,
and then you're like, nickel the subscribers and stuff. Any questions?
I agree. No, as long as that's what RJ said, as long as everyone keeps watching, then we'll keep doing it. As long as you enjoy it, then yeah. That's all from me. Thank you.
It seems as if you know people in each city you visited. How much do you all miss Luka?
This is from you, isn't it? Is it from you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hi. Yeah, Luka is amazing. For those of you who don't know, he was our, I guess, guide, I don't know, friend in Italy. And he, I don't know, he was amazing. He was so nice, and I know him through my Minecraft server, and met him along with all these fabulous people that are here. Hi. Yeah, so these, I don't know, I had known him before, and I'm going to know him afterwards. So, but it was really cool. It's always really, really cool to meet the voice, or to meet the person that you correspond with on the internet. And I think that's just kind of like the point of what we do, to bring this community together and introduce you to people that you might not have met before, and realize that these people are actually pretty cool, and maybe you can find a friend in them.
I think just for me, because I'm kind of, I mean, I know that Will does Minecraft, but I'm not too involved with it. It's just really weird meeting all those people, because it's like, I feel like, it's like I'm like a parent who is finally meeting their child's school friends for the first time. So like I knew of Luka, and I knew of a bunch of these guys, and Luke from Paris, and all these other like people that that he talks to almost on a daily basis, and yet I have no, like, it's just a name to me. And then I meet them, and it's just like, oh, you're the person that my husband-to-be spends all day with. So it's, yeah, it's cool to finally put a face and a personality to the name.
What do you guys think of Luka?
I feel really sorry for him.
Yes.
We were like,
oh my God.
What's this say? What's that say? What's that?
Everyone
Are we
was
late?
hounding him.
I'm like, I need to buy some aspirin. What's aspirin? Oh my God. What's this on the menu? Literally, there'd be like 12 of us sitting in a restaurant, and we would make him, what's this? And he would have to sit there and translate the whole menu for us. Poor guy. If you're watching this, Luke, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He had to translate our last meetup in Rome too, and there would be points where we forgot that he had to translate, so we'd get through like a whole thing, and then everybody would like look at Luka, and he'd be like,
yeah, and we'd be like, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Do you think you're the same person in real life as you are in your videos?
No.
Good
See you.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Am I the same person on YouTube as I am in real life? Yes, 100%. I am. What you see on YouTube is real. It's all me. I'm 100% like that when I am, on and happy and hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. That's what you guys get to see. So. Oh no, that's a lie. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you agreeing with me, or are you?
He wakes up looking beautiful every morning.
Thank you. That's what I
You're
thought.
welcome. I mean, you guys can be the judge. I mean, we're kind of just sitting here. I think we're all the same. Yeah? We're all happy. We're all happy, go-lucky kind of people.
He's fake.
I'm a fake ass bitch.
Yeah. He doesn't act like this in real life, actually. He's rude and...
demanding.
Yeah.
I like push people.
Just for no reason. Just into the street.
I don't think you can actually be on YouTube and be super you can't really be. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can, but it translates a lot of the time. That's why YouTube is such a great medium, because it's real life. This is, I mean, to an extent. I mean, this is what we're doing. We share our lives. That's the whole point of it for us. That's why. Yeah. So a lot of people are quite genuine.
Especially for daily vlogging, that would be a really. There was one question that was in the comment section. What if Will and RJ were straight? And the whole thing.
Oh my God. What if though?
Secret's out.
Spoiler.
No, yeah. Yeah, but I often ask viewers whenever I meet them if we appear to be the same in person as we do in our videos, because it's really important to me. While at the same time, there are obviously things about our life that we need to keep personal because we can't have everything out there. We do try to come off as genuine as we can, or as the internet allows. So, yeah, I think for daily vlogging, that's really important, because you don't want to invite someone into your life every day and then you be a character. I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah, that's my opinion.
I don't know. I think personally, at least, I'm like an enhanced version of myself at least on my own personal channel, because when I try to talk about something, I try to make it a point to write stuff out and research and vet and kind of make sure everything is airtight before I go on the internet and actually say it. So I would like to say that I'm that well researched and airtight before I speak in real life, but that would be a complete and total lie. But yeah, I think that's really the main difference. Is just in the process of making a video, I get to sort of keep myself, or at least try to keep myself more in check than just raw and unfiltered in the vlogs. But other than that, yeah, I think it all stems from here. So it's still me, but just me with a little bit more. Yeah, just with the volume turned up a little bit, if that's even possible.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you guys?
For me, yeah, I completely agree with RJ. It's just turning it up to that 110%. And I think also a lot of it comes down to editing. You might sit in front of the camera for 20 minutes and ramble, and then you come to edit, and then you sort of make yourself sound a lot more articulate, and you make your points a lot better, and you seem a lot funnier and more entertaining to be around. So I think that's a big part of it.
If only we had that in real life.
Yeah.
I think me and Luke, we sometimes have disagreements just before the video, creatively or whatever, and we're nah, let's just get our shit together. Hi guys. Half that was to still ourselves, but yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yes.
Hi, you want to do this opening box video? And then we bicker and be like, guys, hi, great. So we're here to open a box.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for the Q&A.